everyone, and this is Julie, and I'm Julie from Julie's Everything Treasures, and I'm trying something a little different today, so bear with me. I have two devices. One device I'm doing my FaceTime. I'm doing my Facebook Live, and on my other device I am doing a video for my website. So whomever wants to watch have two different ways of seeing how I do this craft. So I've got two different phones with no tripods, so I'm bound to drop them both. Bear with me. Anyway, let's see what we're going on today. You can just about see me on the one on Facebook. Sorry about that, just the way it is, but I will bring you down to see what I'm doing in a little bit. But I just thought I would say hi and welcome. This is Wednesday's craft and chat time, chat and craft time, where I try to make something, decorate something, or do a paint technique, show you what I'm working on, and also chat away and say hi. So if you're on Facebook and you see me on Facebook Live, pop on, say hello, where you're from, what you're doing, what you like, and just keep me chatting along, asking questions. If you're watching on my website, it's not necessarily Wednesday, so you will just see this when you see it and you'll think, who on earth is she talking to? But I am actually on a different device doing my Facebook Live, so I do have people popping on and saying hello. So let's get on with what's going on. I have my hot herbal tea here because it's very cold this week, so I've got that going on, and also we are going to be making something with photo frames. So I'm going to try and attempt to bring you down, show you what's happening, and I think first I'm going to show you what I've done so far. So I'm doing photo frames. Hi Donna, how you doing? How's it going? It's very cold here. So I've got 6 photo frames. I have 4 of these 5x7 photo frames and 2 of the 4x4 photo frames, and I've already started on this project because a lot of it takes gluing with the E6000, which you know very well I have difficulty with because it does take time to hi Sharon, how you doing? It takes time to dry. So I've started the project. I have gotten the 4 5x7 photo frames, and I've already put on one of the 4x4 photo frames and made a box. So basically I took my time, glued the sides together, and I painted them first. So what I'm going to do is with the other top piece, the other 4x4 picture frame, I will show you exactly what I did so you know what's going on. So I'm going to attempt to bring both of my phones down to do this, and hopefully I don't drop any of you. So just bear with me here, let's get a good position. There's one, and there's the other one, and I think, no, I'm going to have to put you there. Maybe, let's put you up. I'm just going to move one of the phones, sorry about this, but until I do get a tripod, this is going to be the way it goes for me. So that's not going to work because it's not straight. Is this going to work? Yes, this is going to work. That's better, but still quite cutting my head off. Sorry guys. Let's get you going here. And instead of cutting my head off, see if I can move back a bit. There. Much better. So what I've got going on here is the 4x4 picture frame. This is how I got it. Got it actually from a dollar store. So this was in Canada $1.25. Dollar stores are never $1 anymore, so everything is $1.25 at Dollar Tree. And I'm just gonna open it up if I can get my nails in. Here, use this. So how is everyone doing? Hope you're all good. I'm having one of those weeks. Snowed in, too much snow, too much cold. And here on the west coast of Canada, as soon as it gets below -5, we all cry like babies, and the rest of Canada just laughs at us because we don't do well with the cold. I mean, the rest of Canada, or different parts of Canada, is -30 and even colder. We here right now it's -9, going to -12 tonight, and we are at home, staying in, not going out, not driving. We are not going to school. Everything's closed just because we're not used to it. But anyway, here we go. Let's open this up. So what we're going to do is take the back off. So unclip the back, take it off, and we don't actually need this, but always keep them around for different projects. You never know what you could make and need a stand for, so never get rid of them. Take the piece of paper out, don't need that either, and also remove the glass, but we will be needing that, so just keep hold of that. And I just need to grab these. On the other frames, I took out each of these the little pressed in things that keeps the glass in place. On this one, I'm only going to take 2 out, and I'll show you why later. Alright, so I'm just going to pull 2 of them out. Doesn't take much, just a little bit of pulling, and they come straight off. And the other one, by the way, never made this before, first time doing this, don't know what it's going to look like. Hi Xander, how you doing? So we will see how it comes out. Now what I need to do now is get on with painting it, because I need the paint to dry and get everything glued together without boring you with all this watching paint dry. It's nothing worse than watching paint dry, and even worse than that, watching somebody else paint dry. So let's get it painted up. I'm going to paint it white. So get my white out here, and I'm going to paint the back first, because I want that dry quicker, as that's the part I'm going to be putting the glue on. So I'm just going to, if you can see, just painting white all over. It usually takes, because it's white, 2 coats. So just get the sides, get everywhere, nice thin layer all over, and there you go. One of my devices, I've got half my head cut off, but you don't need to see me. You know what I look like. I'm not even having a good hair day, so it doesn't matter. As long as you can see what I'm doing, then you can make this for yourselves. Get the sides. Get your fingers like I do, because I can't paint without getting everything everywhere. Rough coat on the first, and then turn it over and try without taking all the paint off, do the top. Just rushing this little bit as I want to get it dry so I can get the glue on. But anyway, this is going to be the lid part, so we will get the paint on here, as I say, and the sides. Quite a nice little decorative frame, this one, but I wanted to get 4 frames matching for the sides, and then I needed 2 for the bottom that would fit perfectly for it all to go together, and that was a little bit of a job, so you may be going to different stores getting things. So there you go, it's all painted. I'm going to make lots of noise right now, sorry about that. You still have a bad cough, Xander? Oh dear, at least you're off school right now, because school's closed right today. I'm going to just put this on. Sorry, put this on and just dry it a little bit, because I need to get going. again, sorry about that. That's noisy and not great, but sorry, I don't have one of those heaters yet. They're much quieter. I'm now going to go over best I can with the second coat. This is white chalk paint. You can use any colour you want to go with your home decor. I like the white, as a lot of my stuff is white. And as I say, use the chalk paint. Chalk paint pretty much paints on top of anything, as long as you do thin layers, and especially with the white, you do need to do more than one coat just to get a cover. Get into all the corners. And I'm just going to turn this back on. Sorry, I have to do this just to get it dry again. Hello Carol, how are you doing? I'm going to flip it over now and just put the second coat here on the top. And if anyone wants to sprinkle the love, I would much appreciate it. I am still building my business, enjoying doing these home crafts, but I do need to build it nicely so that I can get everyone happy and excited to see me each week, which then helps me be able to carry on each week. So I'm going to one more time put the loud noise on, and I will be just a second. Okay, I'm going to flip it over, and just while that's drying a little bit, I'm just going to clean up my hands. I have some baby wipes here, always within reach, just about in reach, as I'm a messy painter. So, what is the weather, everyone? Where are you, and what is your weather? Because as I said here, it's cold. -9, -10 right now, and it's snowing, and we've got 4 days of snow coming, and we've just had pretty much a week of snow. So right now we have probably just over a foot of snow, and as I say, us here on the west coast of Canada, we're kind of wimps. We don't like snow, we don't like cold, so as soon as this happens, everything shuts down. The whole of the west coast is closed. Most people were off work today, most people were off school today, buses weren't driving, and it pretty much told us on the news, stay home. Oh, Carol, I'm so jealous. I do have actually a house in Mexico that I go to quite often in January, and we're not going this year, so it's pretty sad for me this year. Anyway, just to get back onto this, what I'm going to be doing is gluing back in the glass. So I'm going to put a couple of dabs of the heat gun glue just to have it in place, but the rest of it I'm going to use the E6000 just because in the long run this will hold better, but I need it also to hold right now to work with it, so I need both glues. So I'm going to put the E6000 on first and just basically put it in all the grooves around the edge. And squeeze it out best I can. I'm doing the E6000 first because if you don't know, that takes a while to dry, where the actual glue gun instantly dries, and it would be dry before I even got round on this, so I need to do the E6000 first. Make sure I put the lid on or else it just keeps oozing out as it is right now. Put the lid on straight away, and then I'm just going to put the glue gun, just to put some dabs here of glue gun, because this will help it instantly. And then just basically I need to push in place if I can get it in around messy, but around those little tabs if I can. Let's see if I can get it in. I need to move those tabs. Push it in, please. What a mess I'm making here. You know me, I always make a mess. There it goes, in it goes. And then push the tabs back out, because I don't want them to glue up. I want them to glue out. So it looks like that. And I'm just going to leave that. Take off all these spiders' webs from the glue gun. Here. This feels like when I was doing all the Christmas crafts and I glue everywhere. Remember that? And I'm just going to put that to one side. And this is what we're going to be doing next. I made 3 hearts, the 3 different sizes, with the air dry clay. Oh, Sheila, 47 degrees. You have ice, snow, rain mixture coming. You got quite similar to us then, I guess. Not quite sure on the 47 degrees. We have it -9, so I guess we do it different than you guys. I'll have to do all the math on that. My husband's good at that. So yeah, I have 3 of the hearts ones. Let's see if I can find that actual mould. Yeah, here it is. This is the mould I used, and there's one of the hearts, another one, and there's the little one up there. So the 3 hearts. You've seen me do this before, where I've put the cornstarch into the moulds, and the air dry clay, I've put it into the moulds, pushed them in place, cleaned it all off and took them out. And then the next thing what I did, while it was just out of the mould, I used the end of a paintbrush and just pushed a hole and let them dry. And I pushed the hole in so I could then tie these. What I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to paint them. So I have got some grey here. I'm going to paint, and it's a little bit dry, so I'll get some water on my brush here and get the grey. I'm going to paint, I think, yes, the medium one, I'm going to do grey. So just cover it with the grey. You can do the hearts whatever colour you want. Do both sides. Cover everywhere and then leave it to dry. Let's see if I can get it in a little smoother than that. I'm doing it rushed, but still should look pretty, right? Leave that one to dry. And try and use the same brush for the different colours. Going to do the big heart, I'm going to do white. So let's get that one covered in white. I'm not doing any kind of wax or glaze or anything. I don't need the details to come out. I want this simple. It's just a simple rustic Valentine's craft that I think anyone could put in their home and it not be too girly, not be too much. Paint the back. and again just leave that to dry. And the last one, I'm going to do a beautiful colour, but I've just actually realised that the colour paint I'm going to do, the last one, the little tiny one, is the paint pot that I actually put my phone on. So I'm going to have to quickly just switch them both out. So anyone that's watching on my website is going to see that I've moved you again. So hold on just a minute while I get my colour and put you hopefully back in place. Oh, it's not wanting to get back in place where I had you. Oh, yeah, see, I told you. I knew I dropped someone. There you go, everyone on the website. I dropped you. Sorry, hope you're okay. And you can still only see part of me, and I dropped you again. This is terrible. I so need one of those. I so need one of those actual tripods. Totally need those. But there you go. You're back in place, and I got my colour. The little tiny heart, the third one, I'm going to do this really pretty. It's like a lilac colour. I like this colour. And usually I'm not into too girly stuff, but this is going to be pretty. So I'll just show you here. Isn't that nice? Isn't that a beautiful colour? So I'm just going to do it on the small one, so it's not too pink, not too girly. That's why I didn't do it on the big heart. But you can do pink, red, whatever you want to do. Do it total out there Valentine's if you wish. Or just even do black and white maybe. Whatever your home decor is. You don't have to do hearts, so you could also do other things, other shapes if you didn't want to do it for Valentine's. And there you go, that one's done. So I'm going to check to see if this has dried. It's not going to be fully dry, obviously. It would take overnight to be fully dry, but hopefully it's good enough for me to work with. So what I'm going to do is, as you can see on each of these, I have some rope, and I'm just going to tie one more time so it's nice and secure. You can use ribbon, use whatever you want, and I'm going to, on the longest one, keep it for tying it up. And it's still a little wet. Let me get this dry. Hold on. What I will show you right now, while that's drying, I figured I can show you the bottom part. Let me get that going. So let's see if I can do this, because I'm not quite sure what I wanted in the bottom. Let's move my paint out of the way. And I don't know, can you see that? Yeah. So I wasn't quite sure what I wanted in the bottom. I know I want some candles. And the candles I use, as you know, are these little battery ones. So let's turn them on and get them going. There's one, that's a bigger one, and then I've got two short ones. There you go. Now, I don't know if to put on the bottom some pretty silvery lilac-y material on the bottom, or if to put some fluffy texture on the bottom. What do you think? What do you suggest? What do you think I should put on the bottom? The silvery lilac or some texture? Anybody got any suggestions? I'm going to try this one first. Just put it in bottom, tuck it in. This is the one with the material, the lilac material. Push this down so you can see it. Or we can, this one's almost going, I don't know, maybe it needs a new battery. I'll have to get some more. Got the fluffy one. That one. Which one do you like best? Carol says the fluffy one. Yeah, I think that's got some nice texture there. And if I just switch out on the big candle, I'll get a new one. That'll flicker nicely. So, fluffy one. Let's go with that, shall we? And hopefully now everything's dry, so I'm going to just move this out of the way and finish the top. So I need some scissors, and as I say, I'm going to just cut off one of these strands. And see if I can do a bow. You know me in bows, I can't do bows. But on this one I think I'm just going to tie a tie. And put a little glue on to just get it where I want those ties to be. A little bit more glue. I'll show you what I'm doing. I don't think you can see what I'm doing. Sorry about that. Just take off the glue, push that down, hold it in place, and just, there you go. Oh, got everything stuck to my fingers today. This one. And then do the same with the other two. On all these, I would recommend wherever you've painted for you to top coat clear it. So I am going to do that later, obviously, but for now I'll take it apart and just clear coat everything. But for now, it would take too long to wait for that. So I'm going to do a bow on this one. Let's see if I can do that. Everyone, hold your breath. Let's see if I can make a bow. I'm terrible at bows. I know my mum will watch this on the website. Hi Mum, how are you doing? She's in England and she watches me. She thinks my crafts are just so cute and watches me every week. She loved the Christmas stuff I did. But she laughs at me with my bows because she knows I'm not good at those. And just a little bit of glue because I want the bow to be just where I want it to be. And it's glued nicely where I want it to be. There you go. I'm going to bring these down, so I need a little more glue. If you can't have a bow perfect, then glue it into place perfect. That's what I say. If it doesn't go where you want it to go, glue it in place. Push it down. I've got more glue on my fingers than I have on anything else, I think, right now. But there you go, that's the other one. And now we're going to do the little tiny one. Hopefully we'll be able to do a bow on this one. I think there's going to be actually too much length for it, so I might have to cut some off. Tie it, just make sure it's tied strong. And I'm going to tie a bow around. Oh, this is tiny, this little tiny heart with its little tiny bow and thick chunky fingers that I have. Isn't that just great? They don't really go together. Anyway, have a bow of sorts, and I have a little too much length. I thought I would. Let's cut some off. And again, I'm just going to put a little glue so I can put the bow exactly where I want it to be. Push it down. So fiddly. Don't like fiddly things. That's not generally my way of crafting. I'm not good at fiddly things. I'm good at bigger painting. That's one thing I actually haven't done this week, is I haven't been able to paint any furniture this week. It's just too cold. I do a lot of my furniture in my garage, and it would just take too much of my heater. It wouldn't be warm enough to do it. The paint would not seal and dry good. But anyway, let's pull off. Try and make this look pretty. Hold on, I'm not happy with that. Let's make it look pretty. I can do this, guys. I can make a bow, I can. Anyway, there you go. So what I'm going to do with these three is I got a little tiny rod. I'm going to tie them onto the rod. So I'm just going to get them in position. I want the tiny one on top, the big one in the middle, and the medium one at the bottom. I don't particularly want them touching when they're hanging, but let's see if I can get them on the rod here in that position. So let's see here. I'm just going to tie them on the rod and then I'll show you what I did. I'm not going to cut them yet until I know I have them in the length I want it to be, but so there you go. I tied the first one. It's just going to hang. So I'm going to tie the second one, but as I say, I'm not going to take off that I'm not going to take off any of the extra yet until I know I've got it the right length, because I think even, yeah, I might have it a little too low. We'll see. Let's do the big one. Tie it on. And then the last one is going to be down here, so I've got to tie that one further down. Double tie it. Yeah, as you can see, the bottom one is way too long. So I'm going to just bring that one up a little bit. So that's easy to do. Take out the knot. I want that one higher. So it's a good job I didn't cut yet, because you never know exactly how it's going to be once you pick it up. But I do want that one higher. To say this idea came to me. Don't know what it's going to look like. We'll see. That's better. But it'll be fun to make. Well, it is fun to make. How's everyone doing? You still with me? As I'm trying to make these bows and ties and... I'm going to cut off the excess. Oh, I didn't double this big one. Hold on, let me double it. That's better. Now what I'm going to do is stick that rod onto here where I've got the tabs there. That's why I kept them on, so it's a little bit more for it to stick to. So I'm going to use the glue stick, even though I don't think it's quite as good, but I think it'll be quicker to get it in place. Lots and lots of glue for this. Because it's got to take the weight of all the hearts. Try and do this without burning myself. Now it's going to take a little bit to dry. I'm just going to put a little heat on just to make it faster for you guys. And we are going to put it inside. Hold on, let's get this in place. And just have to adjust. You want all the hearts, try to get them all facing the same way. And there we go. Can you see that? Oh, the lid's just off slightly. Hold on, let me put it in place. You have a mini little lantern for Valentine's with some dangling hearts, and you can take the hearts out when you're done for the Valentine's or keep them in. Just pull the rod off and you can put whatever you want in here for after. So there you go. What do you think? I'll bring you in closer so you can see. Can you see? No, you can't see. There you go. So I will display that in my area that I have for Valentine's, and I've got pieces of rope and glue all hanging off me, and as I say, what I painted today, all the rest I did clear coat, but what I painted today I have not clear coated. If you want to keep it as like this and you want to keep it this way, then glue the top on. If you want to switch it out and put different things in, then don't glue the top on. That's your choice. But that's the basic way you can make a little lantern. Hope you like, and I'm going to say thank you, Sheila. That's nice of you. Thank you very much. I'm going to say goodbye to the people that are on my website, and you will see this on my website tomorrow, so Thursday I will put this onto my website. And thank you for watching.